Hi, welcome back to Metal Rules TV, where the underground meets the playground. I'm Jeff Rappaport.
I'm Kevin Cooper, and this is...
Kermit Lyman.
There. We did all right this time.
Yes, good.
Oh, all right.
So in the news, the band Picture Me Broken
What the hell's that?
are releasing...
Excuse me. I'm sorry. They're probably nice guys and all that.
Well, guys and girl.
Oh, and... Oh, wow.
They're releasing a new EP,
Fantastic.
Mannequins, on December 18th.
Now I sound like a dick. All right, who is this? All right, what's going on
Picture
here?
Me Broken.
Picture Me Broken.
Or Picture Me Broken. All right.
The band is fronted by Brooklyn Layla Allman. And if you're thinking Allman, you're thinking, yes, it's Greg Allman's daughter.
Really?
Yep. Now, I don't know if you know that he also has a son, that Elijah Blue, that he had with Cher.
Okay.
That fronted the band Dead's Eye, or Deadsy, or what they were called? Dead's Eye?
I forget.
Yeah.
Well, I heard the name Dead with a Y.
Yeah.
Dead S-Y.
Yeah, right.
All right.
So that was his son, but now his daughter, she's like 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And beautiful, like stunning chick.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and listened to them because I was like, is this going to be just like, are they going to be playing off
Right.
Dad's Greg Allman or
Right.
whatever? But no, she's pretty good. It's more that like the Hot Topic-y type metal.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because she is younger and they're the younger kids.
Right.
So there's a lot of the like melodic heavy metal, hard rock kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hot Topic.
They have the screamy guy, and she sings. And,
Yeah.
And they have the over compressed guitar, and then
Kid Drum sounds like a typewriter.
Yeah, so you kind of understand what you're doing, but she actually sings really good.
Oh, yeah?
But she does kind of like even like some of the death metal vocals and stuff, which I was kind of surprised.
That's
She
cool.
starts off singing all pretty and poppy,
Yeah.
and some of it sounded like My Chemical Romance. I don't know if you've ever heard of those guys.
My daughter likes that band a lot.
Yeah, so then your daughter will probably like this band.
Okay.
My daughter likes them a lot too. That's
Okay.
that's how I know about them.
Right.
I actually took her to a couple shows to see them, and I'm like, yeah, these guys are pretty good. You start getting a little, so you might be able to relate better, like what I'm talking about, because you actually probably have to listen to some of these Hot Topic bands because your daughter listens to them.
Yeah.
My daughter the same way, so that's how I learned about some of these bands.
Right,
and kept an open mind, like, okay, it's not so bad.
It's tough because you're always like,
it's
oh
all
man, like that's a trouble riff, or
Yeah.
I know where that came from. I know where that came from. And there's some like guy, but we were all kids in the '80s, who's like, yeah, man, I remember when that was a Stooges riff,
Yeah.
You're like, who are the Stooges?
Everything comes from somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Rock and roll is all about plagiarism. And
Yeah,
it's,
of
and
course
it's
it
fun.
is. Of course, it all comes still back to the blues riffs, the same
Agreed.
stuff.
But you can appreciate
Bo Diddley, it's all Bo Diddley.
it all is Bo Diddley. It's actually,
Bo Diddley
what the hell's this guy's name? I'm drawing a blank.
Willie Dixon.
No, the
Willie
guy
Di-
before. The guy had the
Robert
blues guy.
Johnson-
Robert Johnson. It's all Robert Johnson.
Robert
The first rock
Johnson,
star.
well,
Yeah.
Hey, the most
Robert
valuable
Johnson.
lesson you can pick up from Robert Johnson is
Sell your soul to
Dude,
the devil.
no. If somebody gives you an open bottle of whiskey that you don't know, don't fucking drink it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I work with guys who've worked with people like Dave
Well,
Grohl and stuff like that.
well,
and
I
people
never learned that lesson.
bring these guys like here I made you a cake. Here's a sheet of brownies, and it might have nothing in it, but they're like, hey, thanks, that's awesome. Hey, crew.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys have these brownies? Here, have this spaghetti or whatever,
I was thinking that just like when I went to this.
Somebody gives me a bottle of whiskey, I'm gonna. Even if it's open, I'm gonna taste it.
Yeah.
And then I'll be fucking burying you. And, it took Robert Johnson like 4 or 5 days to die. It was arson.
Temptation.
Yeah.
I can't
It was
resist.
supposedly, it was supposedly the husband of some woman that he was sticking it to.
Come on, Robert.
Which he was the first rock star.
Yeah.
He really was.
Well, going back.
What would you waste? What would you waste perfectly good whiskey that way? By
Why don't you water it down with arsenic?
Yeah, exactly. Delicious whiskey that way. It's fucked up. Anyway, go on.
So going back to Picture Me Broken. Yeah. She was recently nominated in Revolver magazine as one of the hottest chicks in metal.
Mm-hmm.
This is funny because we actually talked about it one night. We did a news topic on the hottest chicks in metal, and I didn't know who any of them were.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty much
Right,
I heard of the
right.
one chick from Hailstorm.
I worked with those guys a couple
Lizzie
months ago.
Hale.
the company I work with,
What, Liz-
we
what,
did sound
you-
for them when they
what-
played Xfinity
Well,
Live.
what's her name? Liz Buckingham. That's the hardest.
Lindsay Buckingham.
Li-
Oh, Liz
Lindsay-
Buckingham.
Li-
Yeah.
Liz-
Liz Buckingham.
Liz Buckingham
from
is the
Electric
hottest-
Wizard. And
she is the hottest
woman in metal.
She is the hottest woman
hands
in metal.
down.
She plays guitar in Electric Wizard by far.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mixed her when she was in Sour Vein back in 2000. You know, like,
Yeah, she plays in
she's-
Electric Wizard. She's so
And
cool.
she's
Yeah,
easy on the eyes, but she can also bring it. You know, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what's
she
important.
plays great rock and roll, man.
I
Yeah.
have a daughter, you know, and I want to, even though like metal's a very visceral thing, very macho thing, like
Or the woman
you
that plays.
have to be able to understand and relate to women. That, like you need to empower them, you know, and that like being some ditzy cute chick, and you know whatever, being like a poster girl on the wall, is not going to get you the respect that you deserve as a woman. Like, fucking bring it.
Yeah.
And it makes me really happy that there
Right.
are women out there that do bring it. Because I've seen plenty of women that get up on stage and, you know, because they got a nice rack or whatever, they're cute, like they just don't. And I won't say who, but there's a very specific example that I'm thinking of, and it's disappointing to me. You know,
Why won't you say it?
just because we have a never-ending shit list. Our band does,
Okay.
you know, but we try and keep it positive. So, and they know who they are.
Or Acid King. Or first, like the Acid King's another, like, I can't remember
Yeah,
what the woman's name is, but she sings and plays guitar in Acid King.
She kills it.
And she kills it.
We were just talking about the singer from Damned. You know,
Damned,
who's
yeah,
like
the singer from
she's
Damned,
like a wailing
beautiful
banshee,
woman.
man. Or
Oh, yeah,
our
she's
friend
beautiful.
Eleanor, who was in Red Devil and
Right.
the Abriacs.
Yeah, yeah, just beautiful women who can howl and just rock, and like there's that, you know, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and they're not
That's
beautiful
that's
like TV beautiful or Hot Topic beautiful.
No, but
They're
they're
consummate,
fucking
like-
sexy, man.
Like
That is
awesome
sexy
women
as
who
hell.
bring it and rock, you know, and they're not masculine, you know. They're just kicking ass like the way
Yeah,
a woman should kick ass. Cheshire Augusta, you know.
Yeah, Cheshire
Kate from Sizzlack,
yeah,
you know.
Kate from
These
Sizzlack.
people all
Cheshire
like,
from Stinking Liz. Stinking Liz.
Amy
is
Bullard.
better.
So last
Best
chick's
bass
are
sound
right.
ever.
Right.
So this chick, I thought this chick was pretty good. I mean, like I said, this is not my style of thing, but if you listen,
Right.
like you may not be into every genre of metal,
Mm-hmm.
but you probably can pick out the good bands. Like say you're not a death metal fan, but you probably can still hear what good death metal is.
Right.
Sure. Well, there's
So-
always, like any kind of music. There's good and there's shit. You know, there's any kind of music except for actually any kind of music.
And to the untrained
Yeah,
ear,
right.
you know, people like group all that shit together.
Right.
Right.
So these guys, they're pretty good
Right.
for the most part. And I guess I was surprised. I thought to myself, this is
Right.
just going to be like really bad. But there are a couple like really heavy parts to it, and so I thought it was all right. I think that's all. I just really dug it, and that's pretty much what we have on that.
The one comparison that comes to mind is I was listening to the radio the other night, and a Triumph song came on, and I have a penchant for 3-piece Canadian bands, like Rush specifically, but also like No Means No, Propagandhi. And Triumph came on, and I was reminded that the bass player's name was Mike Levine, and I believe his daughter is Avril Lavigne.
Is it?
I think so. I don't.
For Triumph?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. There's.
That's a pretty common name, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like whatever the reason, like if his daughter wanted to get into music, he could give her like a push in the right direction.
Right, for sure.
As opposed to,
yeah, he was
like,
in Triumph.
they were a
They
good
made money.
band.
I saw them at Spectrum.
1986 opening for Yngwie Malmsteen. Yeah, you were there.
No, they were opening for them.
You were
Yngwie
totally
opened for
there.
them.
Yngwie opened for them.
Yeah, that's the show I saw. Yeah.
Sport
Yeah.
of Kings, baby.
Yeah.
You heard it first.
Yeah.
You were totally there.
Yeah, it was reversed.
Yeah, man, that was a great
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Really good.
I also saw Triumph with Mountain, too. What year was that?
Wow.
With Malcolm?
I was-
no
that was-
shit. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Jesus, that was before
I think
me.
it might have been 83.
Yeah, I wasn't going to shows then. I think I saw the Hooters at a Catholic school back in '83. That's about it.
The Hooters played I'm pretty sure they played our high school.
The Hooters played everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what we have on Picture Me Broken.
Yes,
Pudding?
there's a short line from Picture Me Broken to the Hooters.
Yeah.
You heard it here first on Metal Rules.
Bye-bye.
It is.